Although sewing on the machine is wonderful, every now and then there are times when you just need to do things by hand. And hemming is one of them. If you get a dress that's a little too long, or a pair of pants, or if it comes undone, this is a place where it usually starts to come undone. So what you want to do first is you just get a length of thread. Normally you're going to use a thread that matches the fabric you're trying to hem, but in this case I'm going with a color that contrasts, so hopefully you can see it a little bit better. And pull off a piece, about an arm's length worth, just something comfortable. Now, up at the top of your needle, there's a little hole, and we are going to attempt to put this thread through that little hole. Sometimes it takes a minute more than others. Oh, I still don't have it. Go in there. There it went. Okay. Now, you're going to pull out, I don't know, 6 inches worth of tail. That just keeps it from coming back through your needle, so whatever you need. Now let's go to this end. We're going to tie a knot, and I like to do a colonial knot, and that means I wrap it around my finger, just like this. Now my tail is on the underside. Let me wrap it one more time. Okay. Hold it like this and then wrap around your finger and cross it over, okay? Now pick that tail up and push it through the loop, all the way through the back side, pull it through, and then come around and we're gonna push it through one more time, okay? This just gives you a little bit bigger knot than otherwise, okay? And then snug it down there, okay? And sometimes if it's a really loose fabric, like this is kind of a loose weave, I'm gonna go and tie another knot just right on top of it. You just don't want your knot to come undone, okay? I'm just gonna go through once this time. And then when you're tightening up on that second one, make sure that it lands right on top of the knot that you just tied. Now we have a nice knot. Okay, what I have here is a piece of fabric, and it has like a 1/4 inch turned under, pressed under, and then it's turned under another. This is what a classic hem is going to look like. And here's how we get started. You're going to go inside this, okay? We're going to come inside of there and come up. You see how I'm coming up right where the fold is? Okay, pull that tight. Pull that till the knot comes in. See, that way your knot is inside that crease, okay? Just inside the crease. Now, lay it back down, and I'm gonna anchor this. So right where I came up, I'm just going to take a little bite, and see, I can feel, my finger is on the other side, so I can feel how deep I'm getting. So I'm just gonna go through a little bit, come back out all the way to the top, just a little bite. And sometimes when your thread's long, you'll get those little, just pull on them and it'll straighten right back out. And then let's go right in there again. This is your anchoring stitch. If you pull slowly and gently, you won't make a big knot, not one that you can't pop out anyway. Okay, now that's just anchoring. Now we need to move down to the next stitch. I try to go about a thumb's width down. So I put my thumb where this is on one side, I'm going to go my next stitch about right here. The tighter you go, the better it is. So now I'm going to take a little bite just above where the fold is, all the way through to the back side, and then I'm going to come back up right through there, okay? And pull that through. Okay. Now, when you get to about right here, snug it up a little bit, and we're going to lock this stitch, and we're going to do that by slip your needle under your thread, just like that, and pull it again, okay? This helps keep it nice and tight, okay? So let's look again. I'm going to put the bottom side of my thumb right there where that stitch is, and then I'm going to stitch right over here on the top side. So go down, take a bite, pull it out slowly, and then once it gets just about tight, you can put your needle right up under there and pull that tight again. Okay, so thumb here, come to this side, a little bite down, and then lift up, come back up. I'm going to make a really big stitch, okay? And then once it gets just about tight, I'm going to go under this thread and pull again, okay? And you're just going to keep on going that way until you get to the end of your piece. Now, when you get to the end of your piece, your last stitch, you're going to do it as normal. Go in, take your bite up here. Only you're not going to go up under this time. You're going to take one more stitch. Okay, you're just going to take one more stitch. That's going to lock it. Now we're going to tie a knot at the end. So hold this part up, slide your needle under, and come up through this. And now with my left hand, I'm pulling towards the left, and you see how that keeps my knot close to the fabric. Okay, oops. So I'm just going to keep pulling, and then I'll put my thumb over it. I usually use my thumbnail to hold it down. And then I'm going to tie one more knot the same way, wrap around, and let that knot anchor the thread this time. Hold it down, and just slowly pull till you have a nice knot. Then I'm going to turn around this direction, and I'm going to slip my needle right in that fold there and go through that just a little bit, maybe halfway through the next stitch, okay? And pull it gently. Put your thumb over this and try to pull it very gently. Now, you'll feel it pop. Now you see my knot is hidden. It's up in here, okay? I pulled it until it went back in there gently while you're holding it. Hold the fabric and let it slip. Now you can cut your thread right there. And you have a nice secure hem with just little tiny stitches that show. And if you use a thread that matches your fabric, those aren't even going to show. Okay, so that's how you do a hand hem. Thanks for watching.